You have alerted the horde. Anyway, YouTuber Tyler Oliveira, branded racist and dragged through the muck, I see what you did there, after filming Indian village's messy poop throwing fight. Because, as many of you know, in India, the cow is considered a sacred animal and they like to roll around in its dung, even eating it sometimes. But anyway, an American YouTuber, go away, an American YouTuber is raising a holy stink after he filmed a dung flinging ritual in a remote Indian village. Tyler Oliveira, 25, shared a teaser clip titled Inside India's Poop Throwing Festival, where it quickly piled up more than 5 million views. But the video, taken at the Gorhaba festival, in which villagers hurl cow dung at each other as part of a post-Diwali Hindu tradition, was criticised for ignoring the significance behind the smelly stunt. Because you see, we're not just rubbing poop on each other, it's important. There's a very, very important cultural reason for why we're rubbing poop, smearing poop all over the place. God. Closest any of them will get to a bath. But anyway, in another post, he shared a picture of himself in a hazmat suit and goggles covered in brown smears, following the event in the remote village of Gumatapura, in Karnataka, southwestern India. Happy Diwali. Yes, I went to India's poop throwing festival. It was the shittiest experience of my life. I will never go back. Please pray that I survive. He wrote, accompanying the post with a poop emoji. Backlash soon started piling up around him because the problem with Indians is there's so many of them. So if you say anything about Indian culture, even something as backward as having a whole festival dedicated to rubbing poop on each other, they come out in droves. Sometimes some of them are even the Indian press are coming after the guy and like making fun of him, saying that, but apparently making up that his mum does OnlyFans and all this stuff, and it's just there's just tons of like they've came out in force. They're trying to flag his videos and all that as well. He subsequently shared screen grabs purporting to show that this video was facing censorship and mass reporting from Indian users who claim he is smearing their country. I see what you did there. This journalist got jokes. Why do you have to come to India and then record a video of a cow dung festival by going in the middle of the event and then cry like a loser? One Indian ex user wrote. But it's because you're look at that, you're rolling around in shit. You're rolling around in shit, and people like to usually hear about things that are crazy and out there and wild and really drinking in the other cultures and stuff like that. People like to hear about that because, you know, it's a little bit of a social taboo. People sometimes like to hear about that stuff. Hey, do you know that there's a festival where a bunch of Indians roll around and smear each other in poo and cover each other in cow dung? Is that why they smell like that? Right, basically, yeah. People are just interested in this because you have to admit it's a little bit strange. At least, you know, to the entire rest of the world, it's a rather strange thing to do. Roll around in actual shite. It's odd, and people like to hear about odd things. I'm a YouTuber, I cover odd things. It's the majority of my channel. I cover strange stories. I would never go there. Every snowball fight, there always has to be that one arsehole that rolls up the giant ball and then smashes it on your head, and it turns out there was stones in it. And then his mum comes out and gets all mad and everything, except in this case, just a giant ball of shite. The dung beetles. Anyway. Look at this guy. Look, I'm like, whoa. just really getting that shit in there, you know. You shitty fellow, I mean he was when he visited, you can record poop in Western countries. Not quite like that. Not quite like that. Plenty of streets of California. I take back what I just said. I completely take back what I just said. All right, okay, fair. Human poop, you can have record in your countries, make videos, the user added. Yeah, I know, but that's a bunch of homeless people and the fact that liberal states are dystopian hellholes, right? Nobody gets together and gathers it on a big pile and then purposefully rolls about in it. Nobody in America is doing that. They do it in Germany. I filmed in many of these cities. Don't be mad, bro, Oliveira responded. Others claimed the YouTuber, who has more than 8 million subscribers, had been hired to leave a stain on India's reputation. This is the thing is, he didn't like smear them. The fact is, he just went over there and recorded a thing that you do, and then put it on YouTube. This is the same. This is the same reasoning that why liberals get really, really mad at libs of TikTok, when all libs of TikTok does is post the videos of things they said. Not misrepresented, not twisted, not deceptively edited, just directly post what they say, and then they get mad about it. And it's like, oh, that thing I uploaded on the internet for people to see, I can't believe you put it up on the internet for people to see. Like, it's dumb. You're a great big open festival that anybody could walk into, like, where you all smear shit on each other during the age of camera phones. Right, and now you're like, oh, I can't believe people record. Don't have it in public. Rub shit on each other in private then. If you don't want everybody to know you smear shit all over each other. Others claim the YouTuber, who has more than 8... I've just read that. He's not here to explore, he's here to defame. What did he do to defame? All he did was film what yous are doing. He just filmed what yous are doing, that's it. That's all he did. He just filmed all of you rubbing shit on each other, which, as I can see, is a thing that you, in fact, do, because there's footage of it. And also, there's pictures of this all over the place online and everything as well. It's a yearly festival that you've held for a very long time. Right, it's a case of, don't point out the thing that we do loudly and proudly in public. That makes no sense. There's no argument to be had there. If you were doing it in a house and he was, like, peeking through the curtain and filming you, then yeah, okay, you'd have a little bit of an argument, but no. You're a great big shit-flinging festival. And this is the thing that you do. All if someone did was point it out. It's hard to believe that this isn't part of a planned smear campaign, an ex-user wrote. He is known for spreading racism and misinformation, added another. Could be worse, could be known for spreading shite. Others insisted the video of the annual festival, which is held in at least 2 other Indian villages, must be AI-generated BS. Sadly, it's not. This is 100% real. I can't wait to show you a 30-minute version of it, Oliveira said in response to a doubter. There he is, yes. Thirsty work rolling around in poo. Devotees of the festival believe their god, Birishwara Sami, was born in cow excrement. That's cool. My god birthed the universe. But anyway, the ritual is seen as sacred and purifying to cover yourself in literal cow shit. But some purported Indian social media users argued that in the modern day, such a smelly tradition would only paint the country in a bad light. I would imagine so. I would definitely imagine that would, yeah, that might make people a little bit, don't know if I want to go to India. Because poo. Anyway, India's PR getting nuked. Hold on, just going back to that comment that guy made earlier. Oh, go to California, my brother in Christ. You have, my brother in Birshwaram Swami. Right? Like, you have literal designated shitting streets. Right, it's just like, at least over in the West, everybody says this is wrong and it should stop. Over in India, you just do it. You just squat down in a street with about 3,000 people around you in between 2 parked cars and just let it rip. Just walk over, maybe just shake it out the trouser leg, don't even break stride. Like, that's what you guys do. So shut up. Look at me defending California. India's PR got nuked, and I'm not sure how to defend my country anymore, a Reddit user said. Once that drops, we're finished. Why does the government even allow this disgusting festival to happen? Why hasn't it been banned already? It's crazy how one tiny village can tank India's image this bad, they added. Well, it turns out there's multiple villages. Oliveira did not respond immediately to requests for comment. Very, very smart. Never talk to journalists. Never, just don't even entertain it. Never ever talk to journalists. But in regards to this is silly that they're getting mad about this. This is a thing that you do. This is a thing that you do. You all get together and rub each other in cow shit. All that happened was someone went over and went, oh, cool. And just is showing it to people. And then you're getting mad about that. If you don't want that to happen, have it in private. Just have it in private. Or here's an even better idea. Don't roll around in giant piles of shite.